Hey guys, it's Paige. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing a tarot pick a card about do they miss me or not. So as always, make sure you are tuning inward to get yourself into a receptive mode. And in that time, while you are also intuitively picking a card, make sure you are also thinking of someone specific so we can make sure we're getting the most direct channeled message for you. So thank you once again for all of the new subscribers. I'm so happy to have you guys join our little tribe here on YouTube. I also have an Instagram where I post daily guidance. If you guys are interested in that, there's a link down below as well. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. I really do appreciate your love and support, but we can get into this reading right away. This is our group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. As always, your timestamps are provided in the description box below. I'll see you at your time. All right, group 1, we will get started with your reading about do they miss me. So we will just talk a little bit about the relationship, kind of get a feel for everything, but let me just lay your cards so we have a good view of what's going on. All right, group 1, so to get started, we have our oracle card, which stands for the overall energy of our reading. So this oracle card is boundaries, as you can see here. And this says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So what I'm getting right away is that this relationship definitely took a turn that you guys were not expecting. I'm seeing that in quite a few different areas. With the Lovers in reverse, we have the Death card, we have the Tower, the Hermit, the Magician. I mean, these are very powerful energies for this reading. So I'm feeling that whether this person misses you or not, you should know that this relationship was a very profound relationship for both of you. I just want to get that right off the bat, right away. You guys should be aware that this is something that, you know, it's hard not to miss, I guess. Something that is so passionate and is so intense. And that's what I'm getting about this relationship in general. But I feel like there was just some disconnect going on. I feel like the relationship itself was kind of teetering in a way that was just really conflicting for people involved. I'm seeing that with this 5 of Wands is that, you know, everybody had their different opinions that they wanted to put in. And it was just time to kind of, you know, step back. Like this boundaries card is saying, I feel like both parties or maybe just one of the parties needed to step back. And especially with the Mother of Swords. This, the Mother of Swords is somebody that is very intelligent and very keen and is not going to stand for things that she knows isn't right. You know, she's very in her power. I mean, standing on this sword, I feel like this situation was something that it just needed to be done. It needed to be taken care of. However, it got taken care of. So with the Lovers in reverse, I'm feeling like this, you know, this is an indication of a romantic relationship or a very, very significant one. It could have been with somebody that you were just very, very close with. And there was just some problems, you know. I feel like this person kind of turned into an enemy in a way, you know. You guys had a very hard falling out because we have the Hermit and we have the Death. So you guys both went your separate ways and it was a lonely path. I feel like this path had to happen though. I feel like you guys need to do soul searching and I think they do miss you. Honestly, now I'm getting just from this reading and everything, I really do feel like they miss you, but this was supposed to happen. You guys needed to have this rebirth, and that's what the Death card is all about. I just want to add, the Death card is all about rebirth, renewal. Now, since I'm getting the vibe that they miss you, I don't necessarily think that this is something that they're ready to connect with again. Just because we do have the Tower in, we have the Tower upright, and I just get the feeling that this is something that is still happening for them. This is something that's still kindling in their spirit, you know, because they still might be really mad. They still might be upset. And just because they miss you doesn't mean that they're ready to act on the fact that they miss you. They need to still heal and they need to really get through this situation and see their way through it. I'm feeling like, you know, you may have been the person to kind of intervene and step in and say, you know what, this isn't cool. This is not how we can live. You know, and you may have had to step down and put your boundaries up. And what I'm seeing with that is when we do, like I said, we have the boundaries card as your overall aura, but we do have the 9 of Wands here, and that's right underneath the Mother of Swords. So that really just tells me that you, or maybe this person, but I'm feeling more like it was you, just needed to, you know, put your guard up, put put boundaries up and stop allowing you guys to kind of mesh together and let their energy mess with yours, because, you know, like I said, there was conflict. There was like a disconnect going on that was not in your guys' best interest. When the Lovers is in reverse, I really do get the feeling that this relationship was toxic. It wasn't something that was working out. Now, like I said, you can still miss somebody even if the relationship was toxic. And sometimes that happens though so you can heal. And that's what I'm kind of getting from this message right now. So there's just healing that's going on. The Magician in reverse is letting me know that this healing, this transformation, this is not something that this person was expecting. This is not something that they were prepared for. I feel like you seeing things for how you saw them really opened their eyes to things that they were unaware of being so important and being so useful in their lives. So they do miss the fact that you had that kind of overview of what was right and what was wrong. I feel like with you putting up these boundaries, it may be something a little bit new to them, because I feel like they were people that were benefiting from you not having boundaries and from your own chaos of enmeshment and being just involved in another person and being so just, like I said, just being so involved in another person. And that can be really chaotic. That can be really stressful and just not helpful in your own personal growth and your own personal development. So, right, I do see though that they miss you. I do see that they are realizing a lot of the things that you did for them and helped them with and were of service to them for. Now they miss you, but I think they miss the fact that you kind of completed them in the way. You were acting as the feminine person for them, that nurturing, caring person, and they really miss that about you. They really miss the fact that you were able to bring so much beauty and so much light into their life that I just feel like they don't really have that by themselves. And this was a wake-up call for them to realize that they were lacking that beauty and harmonious balance that you provided them. You gave them the idea that there are beautiful, wonderful things and relationships to be found in the world. Group 1, I just want to let you know that the answer is yes, they do miss you, but like I said, just because somebody misses you doesn't mean that you need to take action, you need to do anything other than, you know, love yourself, because that's what this overall feeling for you and this person is. You guys just need to work on your own self-love and your own boundaries and your own limitations to what you can help other people with and what they need to step up and help themselves with. So I hope this message resonated with you guys. If it did, please like and comment to let me know. I'd love to hear all of the things you guys have to say to me. And of course, if it resonated, please subscribe so I can continue to give you intuitively channeled messages. But I hope to see you guys in a later video. Bye for now. Alrighty, group 2, welcome. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're good. We are gonna get started with your reading about do they miss you, what their feelings are, you know, what's going on with the relationships. So I will lay your cards and we will get started with your reading. Alright, group 2, so we're gonna get started with your pick a card about do they miss you. So right now we will start with the Oracle card, which stands for your overall aura for this reading. So you have don't back down, stand up for what you believe is right. So right now I'm getting the vibe that this relationship did come to an end for reasons of just your own growth and your own understanding of yourselves, I feel like. So I am seeing that with this relationship, there had to be some sort of argument. I'm feeling like there was some very passionate arguments, some maybe discollaborative vibes that were going on, and you guys were unable to probably see eye to eye on something. I am seeing that you guys did decide to move to a calmer water by yourself and not take the support of others. There has just been a lot of growth that had to happen for both of you. Now, obviously, we're always ever growing people, but we really do need to kind of collaborate and bounce off other people in order to truly grow. So this relationship, I feel like, needed to have its kind of bump in the road in order for you guys to have the kind of growth that was necessary for you to live a better life, live a life that, you know, you are truly proud of and other people are truly proud to watch you live. We do have the Six of Wands, so that really does let me know that this relationship like I said, it had to happen so you guys could get more fulfillment out of your day-to-day lives. You could get more fulfillment out of the things that you do and you think on the daily basis. And whatever was going on, you know, it needed to spark a new creative life. So I have a feeling that this relationship, like you guys had to kind of fight for each other, fight against each other in a way. You know, just there was something where you guys needed to stand up. Somebody needed to stand up and fight for it, and maybe they didn't. Maybe they just decided, you know what, I am better off to not fight for this anymore. I need to take a break. I need to open up myself to different ideas, different possibilities, because for whatever reason, whatever is going on right now, it's not serving me. It's not doing the trick. And I'm seeing that because you have the Three of Wands right here, and then you also have the Eight of Cups in reverse, and this is just really giving me the vibe, like I said, that this situation just needed to be walked away from. It just needed new space for it to have new ideas and new opportunities, new beautiful things to happen to it, because you guys were really close. You guys are really, I think, spiritually connected in a way that was so fast and just so quick-minded at times that it was really hard for you guys to not back down and not fight. So I feel like this change, this back down that somebody did, which I'm seeing, I mean, there's confirmation. You have two people, you have two cards where people are leaving the situation, but they're both in reverse. So I'm feeling like this was a temporary thing. This move, this switch up, this backing away is a temporary thing. I do think that they miss you, and I think that pride had a lot to do with it. I feel like socially, they and you and probably everybody, honestly, just wants to feel connected and like you are a part of something bigger. And when, you know, when people are arguing, when things get heated, when people get really passionate and really just, you know, they really get in their own head and they stand their own ground and they don't really look at the bigger picture and they don't look at the other people involved, things can move quick. You know, this guy is on a horse and he's pulling up on the reins, you know, he's kind of like, whoa, Nelly, kind of slow down a bit. And I'm feeling like this is what was kind of happening with your guys' energy, or what needed to happen for this rebirth to happen, because your growth is always a priority for you. I see that right away, that you are somebody very focused on growth. You're very focused on just learning more about the experiences around you and how you can make the world a better place because of that. And this person might not have realized that this is also something that they want in their life, but they were chasing it anyways. And chasing it in the wrong ways, though, chasing it without the vision of success or emotional fulfillment. It was more about chasing it because they could feel the energy of it, and they couldn't really, you know, they weren't really sure about what they could give to get that back. And with this Queen of Pentacles, I mean, that's what I see. I see that this was something that they didn't understand how to give, and they didn't know how to back down. They didn't know how to make a situation harmonious without it ending in flames, because that's probably how it's always gone for them. So I just feel like this relationship, you know, they do miss you. They really do miss the relationship. They miss the growth. They miss the light and just the inspiration that you have and they had, you know, together. You guys together, I feel like, have this really fiery energy. But I think for both of you, it just takes stepping back and letting things calm, letting energies calm and settle, so you can get a clear view of what you want. Because yeah, I mean, I'm really seeing that, is that everybody just needs to get a clear view of what they want so they can start working towards it. But when you guys are fighting with each other, you're holding on to this, I mean, this woman's holding on to fire, literally. When you're holding on to this energy, you're holding on to this fiery, intense, you know, aggression almost, you can find yourself throwing fire at people that don't need it. And I feel like that is what happened in this situation, but it may be ready now to rekindle. I'm seeing with the Ace of Wands that new possibilities are arising in both of your minds. And I think you guys are maybe a lot more on the same page than you were previously. And that's a very, you know, that's an exciting feeling, but don't let yourself get too roped into things emotionally again. Don't let yourself get too emotionally afflicted again, and you will act for a mirror for them. As much as you might not want to hear it, you guys are really mirror images of each other. You guys really do have a lot of things in common. You see a lot of things alike in each other. That's why you guys got along so well. You guys kind of prepared this creative energy and allowed it to be created in everyday lives by your own relationship. You guys allowed it to be this beautiful thing that got to be a beautiful thing all the time. But like I said, sometimes too much fire is too much fire. You will burn the whole kitchen down. So you need to make sure that everybody is going into this situation with, you know, giving the same amount and caring the same amount. But I really do feel like there has been a lot of growth. I really do feel like there's a lot more understanding universally for both of you guys about things you probably hope that they would understand. But group 2, just know that they do miss you, and that it is up to you if you'd like to rekindle this relationship. I know that it has been something you've been thinking about, and I see that it is something that they've been thinking about as well. So if that is something you want to go forward with, by all means, do what resonates best with you. Do what makes your heart happy and makes you feel full inside, because that is what is going to get you to your best and highest good, okay? So I'm really happy to deliver this message to you guys. If it resonated with you guys, please like and comment to let me know, and of course subscribe so I can continue to give you intuitively channeled messages. But I hope to see you guys in later videos. Bye for now. Hi group 3, how are you guys doing today? Hope you're good. We are going to get started with your reading about if they miss you or not. So I'm going to lay your cards and we will get to it. Alright group 3, so to get started we have our Oracle card, which stands for the overall energy of this reading. So we have bodies of water. Spend time near water such as a lake, river, or ocean to recharge your batteries. So getting started with your reading, I am right off getting the vibe that this person and you have some pretty intense energy, some pretty sticky energy is what is coming to mind. I feel like this relationship, this whole experience that you guys have gone through is, I feel like it was a lot. I feel like this has been a real eye-opener to both of you guys into a different way of living, because I feel like you guys live completely different lives. I feel like you guys are kind of like two halves of the same kind of thing. You guys have complete opposite contrasts is what I'm feeling. I just want to get off the bat right now. I'm not feeling confident that they're missing you right now. I'm not feeling like you honestly miss them a ton. You may miss them. You may kind of be looking back at this situation, but I don't feel like you guys miss each other. I feel like, you know, you might miss the emotional side of it. I feel like there is, you know, like I said, there was a deep connectivity. This might really, I'm getting kind of twin flame vibes, honestly. This might be a twin flame because you guys were a half and they were a half, and together you guys are whole. But with that comes a lot of blinding attributes, a lot of things that you are not aware of, a lot of things that you kind of enable in each other, honestly. You enable each other's victim mentality, which I'm seeing here. And that's not a stable way to live. That's not a way that's going to bring you guys a lot of good things in your life, because you're enabling qualities in yourself that you probably could work on and be better with. So as I was saying, with the Three of Swords, that really does give me the vibe that you guys were really entangled, engulfed in each other in an unhealthy way, a way that was really causing a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak. And that's hard. That really can be bloody and just cause a lot of blood to be shed on people that didn't cut you and didn't do anything to hurt you. I feel like this person doesn't miss you. Like I said, I feel like they don't miss you. I feel like you don't really miss them, though. I feel like this relationship, it's not about each other so much as it is what the other was, like what qualities they have, what kind of things that they brought to the table, because you do have two pages right next to each other. One is in reverse, being the wands, and then the cup is upright. I feel like this might be a new way for you to look at this emotion. I feel like this is a new way for you to look at this relationship and to think and feel about this relationship. I feel like this may very well be a message from your own spirit guides just telling you relationship is supposed to conclude. This is something that needs to change and move on and rebirth into something better. Because the Page of Wands to me really does signify that there are new opportunities, new beautiful things to come to surface. But with it being in reverse and right below the Three of Swords, I just feel like that was completely unable to happen. Like I said, you guys were enabling characteristics of each other that were satisfying in a way that is more self-destructive than I feel like it is powerful and helpful. And that can be really tricky. Like I said, I mean, you could have had a beautiful, great relationship, and it could be the little things, the beautiful things that come to mind and make you see the beauty in the situation. But with this Five of Pentacles, I do just feel like this has just caused so much pain and so much worry and so much just instability that you guys just could do without. You guys could really do without each other. I just really feeling like you guys are more missing the fact that it felt like you were stable and that you were whole, but in reality you were stagnant. You weren't stable. You were stuck. Because we do have the Four of Pentacles, which is all about stability, and then you have the Eight of Swords, which is all about being stuck. And with those, you know, right next to each other, I just get this feeling like this relationship was stagnant. You guys weren't going anywhere. You weren't, you know, meeting your best potential because you weren't wanting to. You weren't seeing that part, you know. You're blinded to those new opportunities that were presented to you because you were so invested in this relationship. I personally understand, and I get that sometimes things just turn out way more bloody and way more intense than what we expect. You know, you don't want bad blood, you don't want anybody to have any hurt feelings, but this is the time for you to create your own new way of living, new opportunities. It's okay for you to release this person now. You know, going back to the overall aura, bodies of water, recharge yourself, allow yourself to cleanse this relationship because you have better things in store for you. You have better opportunities that will bring you so much more emotional depth, and you were just wanting more. I think deep down you know that. I think you deep down, like I said, you are asking if they miss you, but deep down you know that you just miss the feeling they gave you. I want to let you know though that you can be a complete person by yourself. You already are complete. You've been complete this whole time, but this relationship was something that wasn't allowing you to be complete because you didn't see yourself as complete unless you had this person. Group 3, I just want to let you know that you and this person, this relationship, you guys do miss certain things about the relationship, but I do not believe that you guys miss each other. And if that is something that you need to kind of reflect on, like I said, I do feel like your spirit guides are wanting you to hear this message and wanting you to kind of take a deep dive and see, you know, where can you release this pain, this worry, this heartache that you've been holding on to, because I'm feeling it. I'm actually physically having a sensation right now of somewhat of like a block in my heart, just kind of feeling like you're not allowing yourself to really feel this pain once and for all and to release it and to just let it rise and release. You can do this so easily by just asking the universe to help you release this baggage, burden, pain that you're holding on to and that this person is holding on to. You can do it you can help other people release things too, you know. So, but group 3, I'm really happy that I was able to give you this message. If it resonated, please like and comment to let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. And of course, subscribe so I can continue to give you intuitively channeled messages. But I will see you guys in later videos. Bye for now. All right, group 4, we can get started with your pick a card about if they miss you. So I will lay your cards and we will touch base. All right, group 4, so we're gonna get started with your oracle card, which always stands for your overall aura of your reading. This, we have undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. I don't even have to see the rest of this in order to know that this is a yes, this person misses you, but we can talk a little bit more about it. So right off the bat, we do have 3 daughters. So 3 daughters. In the tarot deck, we have the Daughter of Cups, we have the Daughter of Pentacles, and we have the Daughter of Wands. Now, characteristically, Daughter of any suit to me really represents this emotional feminine. A young woman has this charisma about her that is so open, so loving, so willing to love others. So what I'm seeing is that, that could be your energy. I'm feeling that that's your energy. This is something that you do a lot. You give a lot of love, and you're very, you're probably a very introspective person. I'm seeing that you're somebody that is very artistic. You're very dreamy and just really interested in harmonious, beautiful, lively things that really make your spirit feel full. And, this relationship, whatever happened, something may have gotten brought out of the dark, something may have really kind of twisted your idea of this beautiful fantasy world that you've kind of created for yourself. And I see that this has brought you a new idea of what life is like and what people are like. Now, this person had something brought to light. This person may have said something to you, it may have just yelled at you and said things that they were holding back. I feel like whatever happened with this relationship, it isn't the end. I don't feel like this is something that is completely over. I just feel like this is something that you probably needed to hear to give you a little bit of a wake-up call to get yourself in the right direction. This is a very dreamy and idealistic vibe that I'm getting here. This is something that, there may be some illusion, maybe just some qualities to this relationship that are so emotional and so just intense that this person had to take a break. They needed to kind of take space. Whatever happened with this relationship, you guys may have just butt heads. They might, like I said, I feel like they might have just lashed out on you in a way that you were just kind of like, what the hell? Why did this happen? What did I do to create this situation that isn't fulfilling to me? And I feel like this whole time has been time for both of you to really be encouraged by your own abilities, because this time apart has been time for you guys to be very introspective and really for you to see more into the depth of who you are and, your value that you bring to the table. This person may have been undervaluing you and not realizing how much you really do make them happy and how much you really do make them feel good. And I just want you to know that they miss you. They miss the light and life that you brought to the table. We have quite a few rainbows here, and that just shows me that they miss unity that you brought to the table. Now, with the Two of Swords right above the 10 of Cups in reverse, I just feel like it really created an unfulfilling situation for them. And it was just something that maybe their own unhappiness with themselves came to surface, and they were like, oh goodness, I need to take care of this. This is not something that I should let other people have to deal with this baggage of my own emotional problems and things that are just, like I said, they're butting heads. And as much as you guys are headed in the same direction, you were headed apart at one point. You guys really weren't headed in the same direction at a certain point in your relationship, and that's probably the breaking point when things, they went their separate ways, they moved on. But I just feel like something about this relationship is going to resurface. Something about this relationship is going to be uncovered, and you guys can see each other's true colors, and then from there evaluate if it's something worth pursuing going forward with. Obviously, free will is always at stake here. You're not, just because I say that they miss you and everything does not mean that they will be willing to try again, depending on where they met themselves. So just be aware. Just try to look at the situation from new eyes and try to really see things and yourself for what they are. Yourself being valuable and the situation being, that maybe it wasn't balanced. Maybe you guys just were crossing paths and it wasn't meant to last forever, but you can still have love for somebody. You can still miss them forever, but, you don't always have to act on it. So that's why I say, free will is always a thing here. I do want to let you guys know that, but they do miss you. They do miss your just light, your ideas, the way that you can just make them feel like a kid again and just brand new and happy. And if they have done the inner work to kind of see how they can bring that out of themselves and how they may have been stifling that within themselves, because, like I said, the moon is in reverse, so I feel like they are neglecting something. They're not saying something, they're not addressing something, and a lot of the times the moon is your emotions. The moon is what your intuition is telling you. And with these happy, fulfilled cards, And the moon in reverse, I'm just really feeling like this person needs to connect with what makes them happy and figure out what that is. That's you, great, that's awesome. But if it's not, you know, you can still love them either way. And you know that. I know that deep down you are a dreamer and you want everything to be beautiful and just the absolute best, but you also can be realistic and you can see things very clearly and very for what they are. But I think you can come out on top with this. I think that this person may have opened themselves up to this moon side of them, this part of them that they've kind of been hiding, you know, maybe their dark side. I feel like they've opened up to it and they do realize, oh, that you are somebody that was just so significant to them, that they were so grateful for, but they were just hard to please. There's somebody that really has to miss something when it's gone before they realize the true value. And, you know, hopefully that's the only time that that has to happen to them before they really realize, you know, wait, I should kind of slow my roll, allow myself to think in ways that allow love into my life. I feel like that is something that you are very good at, something you're very strong with, is showing love in all aspects of your life, and they just weren't. But whatever happened, whatever came to surface, it really needed to, and now I really believe that they're thinking differently. They're thinking more clearly. They're thinking a lot more about what they can do to make themselves happy and, you know, maybe make you happy. So Group 4, I'm really happy to give you guys this message. So if it resonated, please like and comment to let me know. And of course, subscribe so I can continue to give you intuitively channeled messages. But I will see you guys in later videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.